Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Alrighty, and of course, you know, on Fridays we don't stay too long. We would like to say hello and welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson. It is Friday, and you know, a lot of people look forward to Friday because it's that day when you relax, you have a drink, you spend some time with friends and so on, because probably you don't have to work on Saturday, and if you do, probably it's for a shorter time than you do during the course of the week. So, yeah, big up to those of you who are doing some chill thing, you know, something chill, yeah, today. And that is why we try to not keep it too long, you know. Just tell you what we have to tell you and we bounce. Good. So, let's get into what's making the news for tonight. Grenada versus Barbados, we'll talk about that. And Kishawna, Mathurine has been found. We'll tell you about that in a moment. And opportunity for Grenadian farmers to export 6 commodities to Trinidad through Salisha's Traders BV. We'll tell you more about that in a moment. And comedian Majah hype jailed according to reports. All of that we'll talk to you about in a moment. We've got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliment of Coates Grenada Limited, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and of course we've got superb distributors online with us and Infinite Contractors. Folks, we're taking that break and come back. When we come back, it could be real news in all your Lily Lolo. So brace yourselves. We shall be back. And again, remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments Digicel, and that person could just be you.
Somebody call Waggy because
this is madness, total madness.
Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo.
And you can win
A whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 you just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. You gotta be mad to miss that. Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo.
This is madness, total madness.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Alrighty, and we have to say again hello to everyone. Now, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to notify the general public of the traffic arrangements for the final international football friendly between Grenada and Barbados at the Cuthbert Peters Park, Guelph, St. John, and that will be on Sunday, 26 February 2023. Now, no entry will be allowed on the Mount Nesby Public Road at its intersection with Maboya Public Road. No entry will be allowed onto Maboya Public Road and its intersection with Douglaston Public Road. Traffic from St. George's direction will be allowed to pass through Maboya Public Road only. Okay? And the traffic from St. George's direction, we're going traffic from Guelph direction headed towards St. George's would only be allowed to pass through Douglaston Public Road. So they kind of like made it a one-way. So if you're going to town, you pass through Douglaston through Mount Nesbitt. If you're coming to Guelph, you pass through Maboya, which is that straight piece of road, and you don't go up to Mount Nesbitt, okay? In terms of no parking will be allowed on either side of the bridge close to the Cuthbert Peters Park. No parking will be allowed between the two humps in front of the Cuthbert Peters Park. In terms of allowed parking, VIP parking will be allowed on the main road next to the Cuthbert Peters Park between the two humps close to the seaside. All right, the general parking will be allowed on one side, that's the seaside of the Maboya Public Road. Now, the general parking will be allowed from the park after the hump on one side, that's the seaside, to Mayor's Pharmacy. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to thank the general public for your cooperation and understanding and regrets any inconveniences that may be caused as a result. Now, while we're talking about that, the game should be wrapping up right now between Grenada and Barbados. Now, the last time I checked, the game was 1-1. Yes, the last time I checked, the game was 1-1. So soon we will be able to get the final result for you of that particular game. So remember, it's a 3 series that we are observing. Okay, here's what we can tell you now. Okay, it says here, successful penalty kicks for Grenada. Joshua Isaac to level in match 2-2 against Barbados at the Kiwani James Athletics. Okay, so it would seem that we are now 2-2. Okay, So that should be the final final game. The final. All right. So 2 all. But I'll try that because right now the game should be wrapping up. Up to now, I have changed so many things. Up to now, I have to admit I cannot understand why the signal of our system sometimes drops off. I just can't figure it out. We have changed everything pertaining to that section of our broadcast, and it still continues to happen. So it's not that, hey, well, Mikey, why sometimes that I can't even tell you. I really can't even tell you. But nonetheless, let's go on. So as I was saying, the game between Grenada and Barbados is supposed to be wrapping up right now. The last thing that I saw is that the game was now 2 all. All right, and so I'm not sure if that's the final score, but I'll be able to get that for you in a while. Remember, it's 3 games that we're playing against Barbados. The final will be held on Sunday at Cuthbert Peters Park. The first game was draw 1 apiece. Today it seemed like it's drawn again 2 all. I'll again get the final score for you because I'm not there, I'm not sure, but because just 10 minutes ago I got the information that it was 2 all, and that should be just about around the 90-minute time. So I'll see if I can get definitive answer for you shortly. Okay, now while we're on that, the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association GASA, they'll be having their Powerade Desani National Swimming Championships. All right, this weekend. In fact, it began yesterday evening on Thursday, the 23rd of February. It will continue tonight and until Sunday, February 26th. The annual event, which also serves as a qualifier for the upcoming Carifta swimming competitions, is resuming after a 3-year break, and that was due to the COVID-19 pandemic. All right, so you could go out and enjoy some good competition. Good hope. I see it's come back with a bang, if you ask me, because the interest seems to be there. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to extend appreciation to the media and the general public for your assistance in locating Kishawna Mathurine of Grenada Valley, St. George. Kishawna returned home, they say, safely on Thursday, 24th. What? No, that would have been 23rd. She would have returned on Thursday. That would be yesterday, all right? So, all right, no problem. We're happy. Okay, we're happy. Okay. What else do we have to tell you about, boy? Now, the Ministry of Agriculture says a new and exciting opportunity is being presented to Grenadian farmers to export agricultural commodities to Trinidad and Tobago. This is being made possible through discussions and collaborations with Salisha's Traders BV, an agricultural trading company in Trinidad and Tobago. Salisha's Traders BV wants to purchase 6 commodities in the first instance, with the possibility of expanding the number and range of commodities in the future. The initial 6 commodities required by the company are dasheen, sweet potatoes, mango, green bananas, plantains, and ginger. Now, farmers who are interested in supplying these commodities to Salisha's Traders BV, you are encouraged to register your interest with the Ministry of Agriculture as soon as possible. They can do so by contacting the ministry via the following: telephone number 440-2708, email address agriculture@ggv.gr.gr, @gov.gd and prunit@moa.gov.gd, or through social media. You can check them out on LinkedIn, MOA_Grenada. The Eastern Agricultural District 442-7249, the Western Agricultural District 444-9049, the Northern Agricultural District 442-9316, the Southern Agricultural District 440-4862. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture will schedule, they say, a consultation in the coming days to provide interested farmers with more detailed information on the potentially lucrative opportunity for the farming community. The ministry is committed to supporting Grenadian farmers and helping them to access increased market opportunities. All right? Okay. Right. Cool. Right. Good. As we move on. Well, well-known comedian Majah Hype Boy, he's gotten himself, it seems, in a little bit of hot water, you know, because his name is making the rounds. Y'all know Majah Hype. You know, he does do them like a video and thing like that. You'll see, man. What do you mean you don't know Majah Hype? You don't know, if you don't know Majah Hype, you don't know nobody. I don't understand what's going on with you. We get like a picture of Majah Hype. There he goes. So, according to reports, well-known comedian Majah Hype, he's listed as an inmate in a prison in Georgia, facing charges for simple battery and felony charges of making terrorist threats and acts, according to reports online. He has been detained, according to reports, at the Cobb County Sheriff's Office adult detention facilities in Georgia for the past 4 days. Now, according to Cobb County Sheriff's Office, Hype, whose real name is Nigel Theron Joseph, was arrested and processed on February 19th and remains in custody without bond. It was not immediately clear if the charges were in relation to a domestic abuse incident. Now, in December of 2022, you would remember his ex-girlfriend, Letitia Kirby Farrell, made public accusations that he physically assaulted her. Now, Majah Hype, mostly known for his skits of relatable characters on social media and his own BET digital series, was then arrested in January of 2021. At that time, Hype was hit with 2 felony counts of kidnapping as well as terroristic threats and acts. Now, he was also charged with simple battery, a misdemeanor offense. Now, he was being held at the Cherokee County Adult Detention Center in Canton, Georgia. Now, that was then, and so now it seemed like he has found himself in a little bit of trouble again. You know, it's similar, all right, as the first. Well, yeah, if you check out social media, you'll see, and some news entities, you will see reports are circulating in regards to this. Bro, sorry for you. You understand? Well, at least you're into R. Kelly, because right now R. Kelly seems like he's destined to remain in prison until probably he's a very, 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 very old man. You know? So, as my son would say, bro, calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down. All right? So, what we're going to do is we are going to take a quick break, and we are going to return, and when we come back, we will have for you the national report. We'll also have for you the weather. Of course, you know, on Fridays, we try to not keep it too lengthy. We'll be back.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Grand Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grandance branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
Somebody call Waggy because
This is madness, total madness.
Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo.
And you can win
A whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 you just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. You gotta be mad to miss that. Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo.
This is madness, total madness.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Find the frames you love at Quartz Optical. Shop today and enjoy 50% off our wide selection of fashionable frames. Choose from our flexible payment plans from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today at www.quartzoptical.com. Remember, at Quartz Optical, your comprehensive eye exam is always free. So come in and find the frames you love at 50% off only at Quartz Optical. See in store for details. Quartz Optical, value you can see.
Government workers to begin receiving bi-monthly payments of salaries from April. Details of this story and more in the National Report.
Grenada, the time for the national census is here again. Interviewers will be visiting your homes to gather information about you and your family. The data you provide determines budget allocation for health, grant funding for community projects, and government assistance for families and the elderly. The census is required by law, and so is your participation. We assure you that your information will be kept confidential. Do your part. Stand up and be counted, because we all count in this census. For more information about the census and your participation, contact the Grenada Central Statistical Office at 440-1369 or cso@cso.gov.gd.
With the details to the news for Friday, February 24th, 2023, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. The Grenada government, through the Ministry of Finance, will continue engagement with stakeholders for the payment of salaries bi-monthly to government workers effective April 15th, 2023. The bi-monthly payment is one of the campaign promises announced by Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Earlier this month, government held engagements with the Grenada Bankers Association and the Grenada Cooperative League, insurance companies, and unions to discuss the implementation of the payments. Recently, government workers were invited to a meeting as part of further sensitization of the process. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mike Sylvester, said the stakeholder engagements will continue to ensure that the rollout is smooth.
The idea, of course, is to go into further details with the public servants, with the employees of government and so on. So we will do some focus groups with the teachers, the police, prison officers and so on. And sort of try to drill down in terms of the engagement at that level. I must say that the consultations or engagement so far has been quite useful for us, quite productive in the sense that we got quite a bit of feedback that we have been using to sort of refine the policy that government basically gave. So with the banks and credit unions and so on, what they articulated to us is that, in fact, some of them started since the announcement was made last year in terms of ensuring that the systems could accommodate the twice monthly payments. So that is a positive for us in terms of being able to implement by the date, although we understand it's going to take a bit of work as they would need to have some tweak to the system.
The Permanent Secretary explained that the prior banking arrangements of officers will not be affected after the implementation of bi-monthly payments.
If you have an arrangement with the bank that says that you pay by the end of the month, that would not change unless you have a new arrangement with the bank. So what would happen is that the salary the half monthly salary will go in first. The bank will more than likely put a hold on the portion, or half of that will go towards the loan or the mortgage or whatever the case may be. And then when the second payment is made, they will basically do the same thing and then swipe that against your loan or your mortgage payment or whatever the case may be. So in that context, you're not affected in any way as an employee that has a monthly payment or engagement with the bank. Now, once the twice monthly payment is implemented, you can then go to a bank and enter into a new agreement that speaks to your loan being paid in full every 2 weeks, in other words, twice per month.
Government, he says, has no intention of interrupting the spending power of the public, but as it stands, economic benefits can be achieved.
Some of the things that came back in terms of the feedback is the impact on the persons who are less less fortunate, so some of the lower paid workers, and how that will impact on their spending and the impact it will have on them in terms of being able to meet their commitments. And one of the things that was stressed, of course, is the need for financial education, financial literacy, to help people to better manage their monies. What the policy, as articulated by the government, will do, in a sense, is basically to make cash more available to persons in a faster basis. So instead of having to wait a whole month for your pay, you get your pay twice per month. And what it does as well is support economic activity within the country, which will basically ensure that the country can grow and grow faster and so on.
Understanding the significant contribution the fisheries sector makes to Grenada's gross domestic product, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives is seeking to address issues that can hinder the further development of the sector. Minister with responsibility for the Fisheries Ministry, Senator the Honorable Adrian Thomas, accompanied by the technical specialist in the Ministry of Fisheries, Justin Rennie, engaged workers of two of the largest fish markets on island, Guave and Grenville, to get a better appreciation of the ills affecting the operations. During Thursday's engagements, concerns of infrastructure development and inadequate staffing were brought to the fore. Minister of State with responsibility for fisheries, Senator Adrian Thomas, said he recognizes the efforts they need to put into the industry.
The industry needs a lot of help, and as a government, we definitely have to put some more resources into the industry, human resource, and also we need to pump some money into the industry so that we can maintain the facilities. Many years ago, those facilities were donated to us, and we definitely need to keep it in a much better condition than they are now. So we have to review the whole process and see what we can do to better the conditions.
Manager of the Guave Fish Market, Naidan Joseph, says workers are looking forward to the issues being addressed.
We raised a number of issues at the short meeting, and based on the minister's, the way he answered us and told us, we are confident that he's going to get the burning issues done. So we are looking forward to that when he does it.
Manager of the Grenville Fish Market, Nigel Paul, says frank and open conversation with the minister gave workers optimism about some of the issues that need to be dealt with.
Based on the environment in which we function, it's basically open, and an open facility gives you limited protection with a lot of things, and it's not discriminating against fishers. You know how they might be from time to time. So it's somewhat challenging, but at least being here present this morning with the minister, at least people felt very comfortable to express their concern, whereby we're hoping that some solution would be fast approaching and people would be more comfortable on the job site.
Stay with us. The news will continue after the break.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. The National Disaster Management Agency is seeking to strengthen its operations at the district level and wants the public to be a part of this electoral process. The agency wants to strengthen committees with people who have already received training and others who are willing to volunteer at the district level. This means the 17 districts of the state must have members to serve in different capacities. Per district, there must be a district coordinator, deputy coordinator, chairperson, and deputy chairpersons for different areas, including supplies management, shelter management, telecommunications, damage and needs assessment, and safety and security. The district elections will commence on March 8, 2023 and conclude on April 4th. Terence Walters, NADMA's National Disaster Coordinator, says there is an urgency to get teams prepared before the June to November hurricane season.
These elections, we're calling elections now in an effort to strengthen the district teams. We want to ensure that we have district teams that can function if there's an emergency. We are entering the hurricane season in a couple months, and we do understand that the hurricane season is well, that's a time that we're most concerned about. We can be impacted by any of these natural hazards or the man-made ones at any point during the year. So we emphasize preparedness throughout the year. But again, we have to ensure that we strengthen our district teams. So we want to ensure that we do that before the hurricane season, so we can provide orientation and training for our district teams.
Mr. Walters explains how the elections are conducted.
We do the public announcements, we promote it, and our volunteers come out to a particular venue, and people nominate you, or you can say, well, okay, I'm willing to serve in this particular area. So you're nominated, and then we have voting by secret ballot. So people will then vote for the person that they think is best to fill that particular office.
NADMA has provided training in several areas over the years. The disaster coordinator says this year the focus will be on shelter management and emergency communications.
Once we have the teams in place, we will begin training for them, because they need to have an orientation first of all, and then we have to provide training in some specific areas. And this year we want to focus on shelter management and emergency communications. Those are the two areas we want to focus on first with our district teams. Ensure that they have an orientation into disaster management, and then we would look at training in shelter management.
The public will be informed about the dates, venue, and time of the elections. Diabetes is not a medical condition to take lightly. The words of Afiba McQueen, who was once a healthy, strong-budding music producer, having worked with a number of local musicians and artists, including Hollis Mapp, Mr. Killer, until his diagnosis with diabetes in 2007, which over the past 16 years has caused his life to deteriorate. Afiba sat down with the GIS during an exclusive interview to share his story of being a diabetic and his decision to turn to organic farming, for which he is seeking the public's help to secure equipment.
In 2017 as well, I had my first amputation, and for anybody who's diabetic and had any form of foot injury, like something broke your foot or cut you, you would understand how quick infections happen in a diabetic person. It's not like a normal thing. So I got a bruise under my toe, and I just took it normal. Like, it wasn't something like, so let me check this, because I'm aware of what could happen. So within a matter of days, my foot started feeling funny, like cramped tight in my calves and everything. Then the next thing I know, I just vomiting uncontrollably. Go to the hospital, they tell me, okay, well, you're going septic. We don't have no choice, we need to cut off the toe.
Afiba says while he did not have sufficient time to even go over the decision to amputate, the end result proves that it was the right one.
The minute time they cut the toe, all the vomiting, all the feelings, everything just went away immediately. So I know it wasn't a bad choice. Right. So after that, it took a very long time for me to heal. To have to keep the sugar in check. The toe keep getting infected, sometimes reinfected. You have to go cut it open again. Wow. Eventually, after about a year and a half, 2 years, the toe closed up.
He has now resorted to farming to generate income to feed himself and family, but that is posing a challenge because of his disability. A GoFundMe page has been set up by fellow music producer Kevin Springs.
I changed my diet, You know, I was really enthusiastic about it. You know, started eating real healthy and thing. And then shortly after, I realized eating healthy is not cheap.
Right.
So
It's costly.
it's costly. So I started farming a bed of lettuce behind the house. Just one bed of lettuce. 6 lettuce on the bed. And eventually, where I live is a residential area. We had lawn and so on. I just catch myself digging up the lawn and turning the whole backyard into a garden. That went well for a while. I had way more food than I could consume. Then I realized, okay, this could be an income for me.
The Story of Afiba McQueen will premiere on Saturday at 6 p.m. on GIS Facebook and YouTube channel. Finally, in the news, local artists are being highly commended for a masterpiece that was recently handed over to management of the Grenada Youth Center and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. The piece, titled Future of the World, We Are the Caribbean, was developed from a public painting masterpiece program conducted in December 2022. It brought together more than 100 participants, including painters, families, and individuals. The Grenada Tourism Authority has pledged to give support in showcasing the creativity of Grenadians as part of its tourism product. Product Development Manager Ms. Coral Hoshtialik says Grenada can explore this to create more opportunities for visitors to learn about Grenada through the talents of its people. Cordell Louison, manager of the Grenada Youth Center, is impressed with the outcome of the project and commended the participants on a job well done.
When Mr. Nigel John came to me and he said he wanted to do this art show, I really was not sure exactly what he wanted to do, but to see you realize your plan, to see it come to fruition, I'm really proud of you and appreciate your gesture, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Former Minister for Culture, Mrs. Brenda Hood, art veterans, Mr. Gordon De La Moth, Wendell Gruen Thomas, and Hayden Lewis, Permanent Secretary, Mr. Alva Brown, were all in attendance at the unveiling. That brings us to the end of the National Report for today, Friday, February 24th, 2023. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisanne Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Chrisanne, and the rest of the GIS News team. We now take a look at the weather, and the weather is submitted by the Met Office. What we can tell you is that the weather is expected to be mostly fair with the chance of a few light showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 22 degrees Celsius, winds northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And what we can tell you for Saturday, the weather is expected to be fair. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius, minimum 23. Winds northeasterly to east-northeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves up to 6 feet in open waters. Weather for Sunday, generally fair. Max temperature 29 degrees Celsius and the minimum 23. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves up to 5 feet in open waters. And if we're going to go over to Monday, weather expected to be fair and hazy. Max temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 22. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that's our weather report for tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. Saying hello to Mom and everyone else on the YouTube channel. I see that you're there. Thank you for connecting with us for another night. Danielle, Suzanne, Marcel, and everyone else, Glenora, and the team, everyone else on YouTube, blessings to you. And let's head over to Facebook. We see that we have quite a bit of you on Facebook still with us. Jacinta, Yvonne, Shum, Java and the Sharing Committee, Angel, Michelle and Velma, Kirin and Who else? Zaka, blessings to you as well. Hazel, Bermuda, Veronica. Who else? Miriam, Claire, blessings to you as well. And Miriam and Delaris. Marilyn, Bermuda again. Rebecca, how are you? Praise and worship, Eunice and Chiron. So everyone, all right, blessings to you, and I'm hoping to see you guys with us again. That will be tomorrow. Well, no, on Monday, God's willing. We should have a live for you on Sunday, a special, so you can look forward to that. Judy, blessings to you as well. Celine, blessings to you. How many medals? I think Mikey won 4 medals. It was 2 golds, a bronze, and a silver. The bronze he handed the baton first, but the team came third. All right, so he handed the baton first, but his team came third, so that resulted in him getting a bronze. Then he won the throw the ball. It's like shot put. He got a gold for that. He got a gold for the shopping race, and then he got a silver for, what race was it? There was another race that he did. I think it was a 60-meter dash or something like that, or 40 meters. He wants to make sure that everybody's running before he runs. I don't know where he learned that from. So the child wants to make sure everyone is running before he starts to run. And while he's running, he wants to make sure that still everyone is running before he decides to win the race. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably like my personality too. I don't like to win all the time. I just like to see people succeed. That's my thing. I don't like winning. I like to succeed and see people succeed as well. So that's in my DNA, and maybe that transcended into my son, because my son just doesn't understand the concept that a race is to win and not to make sure that everyone is doing the right thing and that everyone is coming along. That's not the objective. Diana. Diana and Delian. How are you doing, Delian? Alinger. I haven't seen you on the program in a long time. What's going on with you? Welcome back. Or you were there and not saying anything? Okay, good. So yeah. Anyway, he'll get over that. He'll grow that out. Hopefully. Anyway, guys, take care. May God bless you. I love and appreciate you, and hope to see you guys again, every one of you, in one piece next week, Monday, God's willing. All right? Take care. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja. No. Blessings.